Hi there guys, Vino here, coming at you with the Vino Plunk production. So first of all, this room is in a bit of a state of flux, hence why you've got a bit of different angle right now to my side, and let's just let you peer behind the curtain just a little bit. You see this TV, you see this stuff down here. Yeah, this room's in a bit of a state of flux. Set up here right now, I've got my Xbox with the Steel Battalion controller, and I'm planning on doing a video on that at some point, hence why all that is set up. And there's just DVDs and Blu-rays all over the place. This room needs a good old tidy up. This shelf needs a good old tidy up, hence why you've got this angle right now. But hey, I think it works. You know, you've got some of the DVDs and Blu-rays to that side, and you've got some there, so you can see some bits and bobs here and there. Also, I must say at this point, we got another heat wave here in the UK, so it's extremely warm. If I get a little bit out of breath and stuff like that, I do suffer from asthma, so I have just taken a few puffs of my inhaler, and also allergies are starting to start up again, so I apologise for some of that sort of stuff, plus my eczema is starting to play up a little bit, so apologies for all that, but you know, I am human after all, so there you go. So there's something I want to do for the next 2.5 weeks and beyond the next 2.5 weeks. So those of you that know, the end of last year, the SureScope Volume 1 box set came out, and almost everybody I know on the internet seemed to have bought it. A lot of people I follow either got it as a review item, or they bought it themselves and seemed thoroughly happy with it. I've wanted that set for quite some time, but to be quite frank, I thought it went out of print quite quickly. Turns out you can still buy it. You can still buy it on Amazon, you can still buy it on Arrow Video. Now, I think they've restocked it, to be honest, because Volume 2 is coming out. We'll talk about it in a moment. So yeah, you can still buy it, and I might as well say that now. Volume 2 has now been announced, and Volume 2 is coming out in November 21st or 22nd. So it's coming out in November. And I really still want the Volume 1 box set, and of course I want the Volume 2 box set. Now, November is my birthday, so I thought, why not ask for money for the Volume 2 set? But it does mean I need to get the Volume 1 set, because I'm a bit of a completionist, so I need to get the Volume 1 set. So what I'm going to do is, at the end of this month, I've got some money coming, a little bit of severance pay, if you will, from my job. So part of that severance pay I'm going to use to buy the Volume 1 box set. However, to sort of get into the mood of that Volume 1 box set, you know, during my expeditions, my exploits of getting all these DVDs and Blu-rays, I've ended up with quite a nice collection of martial arts, or, you know, ninja or assassin kind of DVDs. I have some here that I've pulled out the collection just to sort of show you. I've got The Assassin. I've got House of Flying Daggers. I have Curse of the Golden Flower. I've got Yamada, Way of the Samurai. I've got Hero. Quentin Tarantino presents Hero. I didn't know that Quentin Tarantino was involved with this. But anyway, you've got Hero with, of course, Jet Li and Donnie Yen. Oh, Donnie Yen's in it as well. Oh, that's just gone way up my list. I have a bit of a, what's the word? Bit of a martial, is that really the word? Bit of a crush on Donnie Yen, not necessarily because of his physical looks. I just think he's an amazing actor and martial artist, if I'm being honest. We've also got Fearless, another Jet Li film. And then we've got Sword of the Moon. I'm not sure whether this is martial arts, but it's definitely samurai based. So there you go, and I've got this. And also within that recent update I did just the other day, I've got Ninja starring Scott Adkins. I am becoming a bit of a fan of Scott Adkins. Didn't know that he was actually in the Wolverine way back when. But yeah, so I have some stuff, and of course there's stuff on Netflix and Amazon Prime Video as I'm discovering. And I did just go up my way the other day to acquire all of the Ip Man films, because they're probably going to be the films I start with, because I've really wanted to watch the Ip Man Batman film, starring, of course, Donnie Yen, somewhat based on a true story. But yeah, so if you hadn't guessed, basically my plan is, since I'm currently unemployed and don't have a job, is to watch my way through a lot of these martial arts films for the next 2.5 weeks until I can get the Shore Scope Volume 1 set. And when I get the Shore Scope Volume 1 set, start making my way through that, basically, and then review all of those films, and then maybe by that point the Volume 2 set will be out, and then I can make my way through that. So essentially what I'm going to be doing for the next 2.5 weeks or so is watching and reviewing a load of samurai or martial arts kind of films. And I do also, I'm going to include in that, like the John Wick films, any film that has some good, you know, hand-to-hand combat, sort of martial arts influence sort of stuff. So the John Wick films can also be included in that. Maybe the Transporter films might be included in that. I'd even say maybe Fast and Furious, because I know during the latter half they tend to become more, you know, action orientated than just car films. But again, I think they're their own little genre, and maybe the martial arts genre is not where they necessarily belong. But yes, I'd also consider any samurai films. You know, so The Last Samurai, I do own The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Those sorts of films would also be included. Plus I am thinking of doing the Seven Samurai, the Akira Kurosawa film. Yeah, so those sorts of films will also be included in this little run. So hopefully you come along with the ride for me for the next few weeks, and give me suggestions in the comment section down below for what films and what to check out for the next few weeks. I'm definitely looking for Scott Adkins, Donnie Yen, if it wasn't obvious already. Bruce Lee, I do have some Bruce Lee stuff on VHS. I've got to think of a way of now watching, because we've changed the telly in the back room. So watching VHS, it doesn't have a SCART cable, basically, so watching VHS is a little bit more difficult. I'm trying to think what other actors I'd consider. Jason Statham, obviously, as well. I'd probably suggest, obviously, Keanu Reeves. The Matrix would actually be a good entry into that series, thinking it, because there are some martial arts stuff that goes on in The Matrix. So yeah, stuff like that. Hopefully you understand the concept and the idea behind that. I'm going to keep this video short because my battery is about to run out on my camera. So please give suggestions. Hopefully you enjoy this idea, and if you don't, then please let me know. There will be other films interspersed in between, but mainly martial arts kind of films. Anyway guys, until next time, please take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.